This is Day's Lock on the River Thames.
It is. And where are we? Do you know roughly where we are?
I probably didn't get the name wrong. Whittington?
No, you're thinking of a Long Cat and London and Jack and all that kind of stuff. So no, Whitnham. You've got Whitnham over here, little village of Whitnham. Quarter of a mile. That way, a mile, is Dorchester-on-Thames. And if you go by boat, today you'd have some fun struggling against the current. It's about 9 miles to Oxford.
Yeah, this current is definitely heavy. I say 4 to 5 knots.
Yeah, easily 4 to 5 knots. A narrowboat just wouldn't make it. You just sit there doing nothing, revving your engine. Mind you, you said you saw a boat go up through the lock, a cruiser, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a cruiser.
They got a bit more oomph and they can go a bit quicker. So we're going to go and have a look at Day's Lock. We're going to talk about the surrounding area, but coming up we've got...
I'm going to dress up.
You're getting dressed up? What, as nurse?
No.
Oh.
You know what
Not in your naughty
as.
nurse outfit?
No. I'm Piglet. You're going to be Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. And we're going to be doing...
Pooh sticks.
Pooh sticks. Come on, let's go and do Pooh sticks. During the 16th century, there was a flash lock here. The pound lock was planned in August 1788, and it was judged best to build it on the Oxfordshire bank, provided the existing weir owner would remove his bucks, or eel traps. It's the 17th lock down from St John's Lock near Lechlade-on-Thames. Clifton Lock is 2.81 miles upstream, and Benson Lock is 3 miles downstream. The lock itself is 154 feet in length, 21 feet 2 inches wide, and it has a rise or fall of 5'2". The name Day's Lock comes from the Day family, local Catholic yeomen since the 17th century. For centuries, this area has been a very religious one. Neolithic man built ritual henges only a mile upstream. During the 6th century, St Birinus established the first cathedral in Wessex, bringing Christianity to the southwest. Just a little over a mile north is the small village of Burcott, or Burcott. In 1605, King James I instigated the Oxford Burcott Commission, who built the first locks on the Thames in the 1620s. They were also responsible for appointing commissioners for sewers to help make the river cleaner. Work was very slow, and the first barge did not reach Oxford until 1635. Later, the Thames Navigation Commission, appointed under King George II, had existing locks renovated and updated and more locks built. And that included this lock, Day's Lock, which was first constructed in 1789 as part of a series of locks built along the Thames in order to facilitate navigation and transport of goods. Prior to the construction of the lock, the river was difficult to navigate due to its shallow and winding nature and constantly varying river conditions. Today, it's flowing pretty hard. A week ago, this was double this. Those centre weir slots were all opened up and water was flooding through. The construction of the lock and the others that followed later allowed for a much more manageable and consistent depth of water, making navigation much easier, which seriously increased trade and commerce along the Thames in the area. The original lock was operated by a lock keeper who lived in the nearby cottage. It was manually operated using a system of gears and pulleys. Over time, the lock and its operation has undergone several changes and updates, and today it is motor driven but can still be done using a manual cranking wheel. Today, the lock remains an important and picturesque spot on the River Thames. It's a very popular spot for tourists and boaters from all over the world. The lock and its surrounding area, protected as part of the Thames Path National Trail, and is home to a diverse range of flora and fauna, including swans, ducks, herons, foxes, hares, rabbits, deer, and a whole lot more besides. In 1865, it was in total ruin and dangerous. Reconstruction did not take place until 1871. In 1882, a bell push to alert the lock keeper was installed, as there was no lock keeper's house here at that time. The lock house was not built until 1928, when it was erected on Lock House Island, next to the Little Whittenham Bridge. The weir runs straight across the river from the other side of the Lock Island, and Thames Path crosses the river here. So Canals just closing the gates, Keep the button pressed in. If you take your finger off the button, they stop. So that boat just going through, the two lads are helping the lady bring the boat up from Reading to Oxford. There we go, gate done. Day's Lock is called Day because of a family who had the surname Day, and they were Catholic yeomen back in the 16th century. It's more history as well. Over there, that tree-topped covered hill, there's one just a little behind it, and they're called the Whittenham Clumps, or the Snowdon Hills, or, somewhat less respectfully, Old Mother Dunch's buttocks. Apparently, Mother Dunch was the wife of a less than popular medieval squire, and one can only guess that the locals, the serfs and so on, didn't like her very much. It's a bit unflattering, isn't it? If you were here on the river now in a narrowboat, you'd seriously struggle to make any headway. That current has got to be about 4 or even 5 knots, and most narrowboats, full speed, is 5 or 6. So that is Lock Island, and the building was the lockkeeper's cottage. Today, I don't think the owners of which have anything to do with the lock. I think that's entirely independently managed. What a lovely place to live, though. This is on the front gable of the lockkeeper's cottage, and clearly it says Thames Conservancy, 1924. You like dressing up, don't you?
I feel a right wally.
You look like a little piglet.
I am.
Yeah. So this here, the weir, is the location for the international annual Pooh Sticks competition that's been held here since 1984.
Yep.
And it was done with charity donations to the RNLI. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I think that's fantastic. For safety reasons, they've moved it up towards Oxford, and it's at Sandford Lock.
Yep.
You can get a lot more people. You've got to admit, this is, you know, it is a bit of a risk. And can you imagine several dozen or maybe even 100 or so Wallies dressed like you and I, poo sticking.
It's actually going to take place on the 28th of May.
28th of May at Sandford Lock on the River Thames. Nice pub there too. We've been there, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's go do some poo sticks.
Come on then.
Go on in, off you go. Have you got a poo stick?
Yeah, in my hand. Look, lots of them.
Just one.
All right then.
Like that. On three. 1, 2, 3, go. Look over. I won.
You won.
1 out of 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Look over. Oh, you won.
I won.
1 each. 1, 2, 3, go.
I think you're going to win this one.
That was a draw.
That's a draw.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that's going to be dead level. Okay, last one. 1, 2, 3, go. But you still won. I'm all sweating hotty.
I'm not.
It's hot in there, isn't it?
It is in them suits, but I'm not hot now.
Who won?
Me?
Why you? I thought I won.
No.
Mine came first.
You threw 6 sticks.
That doesn't matter, I still came first.
No, that's cheating.
I'll let you win if you cook dinner tonight.
No.
Have I got to pay for takeaway?
Yeah.
I've got to concede defeat and pay for takeaway.
Absolutely.
Story of my bloody life, that is.
Know your place.
Where we go next week?
Surprise.
Surprise?
Yeah.
Well, you have to tell me sometime because I've got to drive there.
I'll tell you next week when I decide on the location.
I can't wait until we cruise there. Go
Yeah.
by boat. One day it'll happen.
It will.
Anyway, meanwhile,
Subscribe to our channel.
please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Oh, press the like button. And when you press subscribe, press the little notification bell because then you'll get a little ping when we upload one of our videos. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No dinner tonight then.
No. Well, yeah, we are having dinner, but
But
getting a takeaway.
I've got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Just a workhorse.
Oh, you're not.
I'm abused.
Come here, I'll abuse you.
Nobody loves me.
Oh, stop
Go out in the
whomping
garden and
on.
eat worms.